Disneyland will never be completed as long as there is imagination left in the world. But what about EPCOT? World Showcase has not had a new country pavilion since 1988. So let's evaluate which country would be the best new pavilion for World Showcase. EPCOT Center, as it was known at the time, opened to the world in 1982 with 9 World Showcase pavilions: Mexico, China, Germany, Italy, the American Adventure, Japan, France, United Kingdom, and Canada. 2 years later, in 1984, Morocco was added, giving representation to the African continent and Arab culture. In 1988, Norway was added, giving representation to Scandinavian culture. These were both great additions, but EPCOT has not opened a new World Showcase pavilion now since Norway in 1988. Several have been considered, but never materialized. There is still available space, so World Showcase is long overdue for a new country pavilion. Let's figure out the best choice. Only 3 continents remain not yet represented in World Showcase: Antarctica, South America, and Australia. Antarctica is not an optimal choice because due to the harsh weather, there are no permanent residents of Antarctica. So that leaves South America and Australia. Let's consider Australia. Finding Nemo takes place in the ocean near Australia. While Finding Nemo characters are Australian, there might not be many opportunities to integrate them into the pavilion, since these characters live underwater. Other Australian Disney characters come from the 1980s film Rescuers Down Under, but that was not a particularly popular or well-remembered Disney film. Australians are known for meat pies, so a welcome food edition could be an Australian bakery that specializes in handheld meat pies to go. While Australia does have its own cultures worthy of exploring in EPCOT, World Showcase already has 3 other English-speaking cultures represented, with Canada, United Kingdom, and the American Adventure. So unless the focus of the pavilion is on the cultures of Australia's First Nations people, perhaps another country would be a more strategic addition to World Showcase. However, Australia does have amazing animals that are not found elsewhere in the world: kangaroos, koalas, dingoes, and Tasmanian devils, to name a few. So my opinion is that Animal Kingdom may be a better park to represent Australia. Asia already has 2 countries represented in World Showcase, with Japan and China. But let's put this in perspective. North America already has 3 countries represented, with Canada, the American Adventure, and Mexico. And Europe has a record 5 countries represented, with United Kingdom, France, Italy, Germany, and Norway. So, it may be better to focus on other regions of the world. Asia is by far the largest continent on the planet, yet only 2 countries are represented, both from East Asia, which culturally is very different from South Asia. So an intriguing addition could be India. Jungle Book takes place in India, so Jungle Book characters could be integrated into the pavilion. Indian food is phenomenal and largely underrepresented in Walt Disney World, so an Indian restaurant would add an outstanding alternative to existing World Showcase restaurants. Okay, India seems like a great option, but what else? While Latin America has representation with the Mexico Pavilion, South America does not. One strategic option could be Colombia. Disney's film Encanto takes place in Colombia, so there could be natural integration of Encanto characters into the pavilion. I also envision a travel film about Colombia, with the modern family character, Gloria, taking her kids on vacation to Colombia to share with her kids her culture and homeland. While Mexico and Colombia have different cultures, they do share a language with Spanish, which leads to my final choice for a new World Showcase country: Brazil. Brazil's most prominent language is not Spanish, but Portuguese, the most widely spoken language in the entire Southern Hemisphere. Also, Brazil, by far, is the largest country in South America. Jose Carioca from the Three Caballeros is Brazilian, so he could be integrated into the pavilion. A welcome addition could be a Brazilian churrascaria, a restaurant where servers come to your table, offering you a variety of grilled meats off of skewers throughout your meal, similar in style to Ohana's at the Polynesian Resort. Another tasty addition could be a snack bar that serves Brazilian cheese bread to go. Clearly, Brazil was considered in the past because here is some concept art for the pavilion which suggests attractions such as the energy of Brazil, 2 faces of Brazil, and flying over Brazil. So, what do you think? My opinion is that the two best choices are India or Brazil. But what is your opinion? Which country would you like to see added to World Showcase? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then you will love these videos about Disney history. Click on one now.